Hello, I was granted my digital Nomad visa, known as the Destination Thailand Visa, DTV, and just going to run through how easy it is to get it from the UK. So you need to apply from outside of Thailand, and in the UK we just go on their website and this is how we do it. It's very straightforward. So you need to make sure that you're on this website. This is the correct website. Make sure you're on there. Now, what is the DTV Visa? So I applied for it as a digital nomad remote worker. You can apply for it for soft sports, like if you're taking Muay Thai classes as well, but I went with this. And this is all you need really. You need a biodata page of your passport, a photograph taken in the last 6 months, a document indicating your current location. So in my case, I used one of my utility bills, and then financial evidence that you have at least 500,000 baht in one of your bank statements. So in one of your banks. So I took my savings accounts and the last 3 months statements for that. And then you need an employment contract if you're employed by a company outside of Thailand and you can work remotely, or you just show that you're a remote worker. So in my case, and I'll take you on the website in a minute, because the most difficult part was actually loading your passport and the photo, because they kept saying, oh, this isn't right, it's got a slight shadow on it or something. So I took hundreds of photos, so I got the right one. I'll show you that in a minute. And like I said, for my current location, I used one of my utility bills. So the 500,000 baht, let me just check. And to do conversions, I learnt this nifty trick, which I probably should have known. So if you use your calculator on your phone, you can convert it. And so 500,000 baht is 500, yeah. So about 11,500 in savings. Can you see that? And can you see how it converts it on your calculator? That's just your calculator on your iPhone. I don't know if they do it on Android as well, but it does make life so much easier since I found that little trick. It's just in the settings. You just say add a currency, and you can change the currency to whatever you want. It's very nifty. So that's what I use for my financial evidence. And then, so I am self-employed at the moment, and I'm in business. I've got glasses all over the place. Look, they're my actual glasses. These are my reading glasses, so I can't really see the screens without them. So, yes, I'm self-employed at the moment, and our businesses are self-employed partnerships that me and my son run, and the main one is Extreme Boot Camps. So I used that, and what I provided was a letter from my son on the letterhead of Extreme Boot Camps explaining that we're in a self-employed partnership together, and that he does all the physical work, I do the accounting and taking bookings and dealing with customer queries, which I can do anywhere in the world. I can work remotely doing that. And then I included a statement of my HMRC account that showed from last year what I earned in self-employment and the totals. And because there's nowhere that it says you have to earn a certain amount. You just have to prove that you're working for a company outside of Thailand. And then I did a cover letter just explaining that we work together, and I would be doing the admin work remotely, but I would not be working with any Thai company. And then I filled it in. Now let's go through how you fill this in. So up here, you can create an account. I already have one, so I can sign in. When you're in your account, it tells you how many applications you've got. So I had that. So when I was filling it in, it stays in incomplete, and it will stay here for 14 days to give you time to, redo any documents. Obviously, it's all done. So mine's finished, and I've got mine. But when you start doing it, it will come up here and you'll be able to see it. And to apply for a new one, just apply here. So first thing is you're going to have to put in your country of your passport, so UK, where you currently are, and it will tell you where you're going to apply. This populated itself, so obviously that's going to the London Embassy. And what's your travel document? Well, it's just a normal passport. And my visa type, I want to go for DTV. Purpose of visit. Now here you go, you see, look, the spouse and children, this is just soft power related activities, Mai Tai, cooking classes or medical treatment, but we're going for the workcation one. And you want the multiple entries, which is your only option anyway. Then you need to upload your passport picture here, which is fairly straightforward, and it will read it and populate most of the data in the form based on this. So if it can't read it, it will say so. And then you've got to get this photograph done here. And it has example photographs, so it tells you, like how to do it. But what is quite good about it, maybe frustrating while you're doing it, is it will tell you if it's not acceptable straight away. So if it's got a shadow in there, or your hair's in your face, or anything like that, it just won't accept it, and you have to keep doing it until it's right. Then you put in all your personal details here, your type of travel document, all the details for it. And most of this will populate itself when you put your passport in. Then your home details, and then your employment. And then you save that, and you go to the next page. And the next page is fairly straightforward. It's just uploading your address evidence, so a copy of a bill, your proof of having the funds in your bank, so free statements. Now, you can only load one document per answer, so you need to combine the statements from your bank. So if it's 3 months worth, you need to combine them into one document. And then your supporting evidence. So in my case, a cover letter from me, a copy of my self-employment account from HMRC. Just download it off your HMRC account, and then a letter from my son. Now, you'll also need to put on the form when and where you'll be flying into and the flight number. So if you haven't booked it yet, because you can only apply within, well, it says you can only apply when you're within 3 months of going. I don't know how strict that is or not, but you need to put in a flight number. So just find the flight that you think that you'll be taking and put that flight number in. You don't need to put a ticket in or anything. And you also have to put where you're going to be staying. So book a booking.com or Airbnb that you can cancel in case your plans change, and use that address. Also, and I got this tip off a Facebook group that were talking about DTVs, is it will ask you how long you're going to stay, and don't put like your initial period, if it's only a month or 2 months, don't put that in there because they might not think you're staying long term. So just put up to 180 days in there so you get that visa. I don't know how relevant that is or not, but that's what I did. And once you've got it, it'll be fine. When that's done, then it goes forward, then you pay, and it's £300 to pay from the UK, which I don't think is bad for a 5-year visa. So then you submit it, and then you wait. So I submitted it on a Thursday. On the Friday, I got a request for more information. And they basically wanted a letter from me to say that I was not going to be concerned in any business in Thailand. I would have no Thai customers. I wouldn't be working with any Thai businesses. And so I provided that exactly. They even gave me sort of the wording they wanted. So I just copied and pasted it into a letter, did exactly what they asked, submitted it. And the next day I got my visa. It was really straightforward. So some people would be saying, well, why do you want a 5-year visa for Thailand? Well, the reason to apply for it now is because I have my self-employment income to work from, and so I can get it easily now. In the future, I'll be relying on YouTube income, which isn't going to be, it's not a lot of money, but I might not even earn enough to put it on my tax return. So it was just easier to do it now and to have the comfort of knowing I had it. So I can go into Thailand in the next 5 years. Now, you can't just go into Thailand on a DTV and stay there for the full 5 years. You go in and it's valid for 180 days at a time. Now, when you're in Thailand, if you've been there for 180 days, you can extend it in Thailand for another 180 days, but only once, and then you have to leave. And if you don't want to extend it, you just leave and come back. So you can leave and come back the next day, but you have to leave Thailand. So, but that's no biggie, is it? Because you can just nip to Malaysia or nip to Cambodia or nip to Vietnam and just have a holiday if that's what you want to do. But that's fine. And the other thing you have to do is you still have to do 90-day reporting of where you are staying while you're in Vietnam, while you're in Thailand. Now, I probably wouldn't stay there for more than 180 days a year. I mean, it's not my plan to be there for, an extended period of time. But one of the problems I was having with Thailand and why I was quite keen to get this was, like, at the moment, you can go in there for 60 days. It used to be 30, then it's 60. When they may change it back to 30 again. And then you can only extend it for another 30 days while you're in Thailand, which is fine. So you can get 90 days, but I really don't want to be messing around going to immigration offices all the time. I just don't want that. I just want an easy life. Anyway, so that's why I did it. And it was very straightforward, very easy to get. And when I got it, they just sent me an email with it and my visa's attached. So I'm just going to print that out, laminate it and stick it into my passport little holder and just keep it there. So dead easy to do. So just remember, you've got to do it while you're outside Thailand. So use the correct website. It will guide you through it. And don't make it overly complicated. So don't start putting like, oh, I've got this remote job and then I'm trying to do YouTube and then I'm trying to do that. Just don't make it overly complicated for them. Just use your main source of income. And like I say, they don't have a minimum amount you need to earn. They just need to know you've got that money in the bank. And it seems to be fine. I kept it as simple as possible. Yeah. No, currently it's a shame that we don't have the same sort of system for like Malaysia, Vietnam, and Cambodia, although Cambodia you can easily get a long-term visa at. But anyway, hope that was helpful if you're thinking of doing the same. And thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.